On This Is Us today, where should India and Pakistan go from here? Let me start with you, General Satish Dua, if I may. A number of people in the military community were warning when Imran Khan made the announcement to release Wing Commander Abhinandan that this cannot be the basis to evaluate de-escalation, because the original fight and the original purpose of the Air Force mission in Balakot was to send a message on the Jaish-e-Mohammed. And Masood Azhar continues to operate with impunity. But there were others who said that, look, coerce Pakistan, but military de-escalation is a must. Now, given the developments of the last 48 hours, sir, where do we go from here?
To my mind, in the larger picture, there has been a paradigm shift.
Okay.
They stuck at Pulwama, we've struck deep inside their territory on the terror camps.
Yeah.
When 2 years ago, we had this incident at Uri, a huge loss. We did the surgical strikes. I was at the helm of affairs in Kashmir then, and so we did a shallow strike.
Yeah.
The paradigm shift is that now we've drawn new red lines. New red lines saying that, okay, if terror strikes us, we will strike back at terror, irrespective of where it is located. Now, having said that, that's the statement the country has made. We've shed the soft state tag with this.
Yeah.
How many casualties have been caused is really not the point. So let me just say that it's a statement that the country has made. It doesn't matter how many casualties were caused or not. The larger statement is to be seen. For the first time now, China has also issued some conciliatory statements. China has been blindly supporting Pakistan so far.
Yeah.
So the fact of the matter is, let's talk of the paradigm shift. All right. After this, we must have more other instruments of power at play.
Yeah.
We must now start the diplomatic pressure, the economic or the commercial thing. We have already withdrawn the MFN status. So we must continue with that. We've called the nuclear bluff.
Should there be military
de-escalation?
de-escalation? Should there be military de-escalation?
Back to your question. In all this, Wing Commander Abhinandan's release, well, it's a good thing that happened, notwithstanding all the media hype that they tried to generate out of it.
And the propaganda video, which I think was in very poor taste.
Generate out of it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll not talk about that. It's a small tactical action of returning one of our officers in custody. This had to happen anyway. I mean, if you don't do it now, you do it after 7 days. Today, it should not have an overbearing impact on our decisions as a country, on our decisions as to whether we should go in for peace talks or not.
So this cannot be the basis for the next few steps?
Not at all. It's a small tactical action.
You're thinking of this as a war on Pakistan, but we launched a war on a Jaish-e-Mohammed terror camp. General Dua, you wanted to come in there, and then Wing Commander Grewal and Amreen, whenever you want to. Yeah.
I would like to squarely talk about what Praveen said.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that in some other channels as well. You seem to suggest, sir, that we were not ready for the escalatory ladder. Let me put things this way. We go in, we strike at terror camps. That was our stated aim.
Yeah.
We achieved that aim. All right. We stuck at terror camp. That was the aim. You don't expect them to not do anything. What do? They don't have terror camps this side. So they came and they came for military targets, yes. And that's what, like Nitin said, we were so prepared that they were sent back, very shallow incursion. Whatever happened, one plane down here, one plane down there, that will happen in any battle. That's a tactical issue. Let me just finish. Now coming squarely to your point as to we were not prepared. Sir, do you imagine that we would have a country taking action like even surgical strike when it was done? We were prepared for all kind of retaliation. In fact, we always talk at the higher end of spectrum of the nuclear card as well. The point is we were prepared for all types of response from Pakistan. Even now, we were prepared. You are doing the bean count of number of squadrons, number of ammunition. I'm sure the military knows that better. Yeah. And we obviously have to be prepared. A country can't take such a big risk of doing something and not being ready.
General, quickly, and then I want to go to what should happen.
I totally agree with you, and I have said that earlier as well.
Yeah.
That this part that we offer to release your officer, the Wing Commander Abhinandan, within 2 days, it is not too much of a peace gesture. I mean, it's a goodwill thing from their side, but they had to do it anyway. So, like I said earlier, I don't take it as that, and I think we should not read too much into this incident as far as country is deciding what they need to do.
Wait,
Having changed
what
the
happens
paradigm.
militarily? What happens militarily, General Dua? Because I think Nitin's correct that lessons have been learned from Parakram. It served its own value then, but it was a costly experiment. What should happen militarily, sir?
Okay. Why didn't we do it again? Now we've done it again.
Talk a little bit about that. As the officer who led those strikes right after the Uri attack, what was fundamentally different from that and this Balakot op?
Essentially, the concept is similar because there we suffered 19 casualties in Uri. Yeah. Before that, Pathankot had happened, EDI building. So it was decided that we are going to strike and now strike across, but only at terror camps.
Yeah.
We had another attack at another major incident in Pulwama, and now we've done a deep strike inside. So the message here is, we've spoken about that often. What now? What next?
What next?
As far as military options are concerned, we remain, our vigil remains intact. We've already stopped their ingress once. But if there is another big attack on us, we must strike back again so that we shed this soft state tag. And
this is very important. You're saying every time, I just want to confirm what you're saying. If there is another big terror attack,
yes,
Balakot becomes a new normal?
Exactly. Now, the point is, today, what we have been doing for 3 decades is we are trying to control the Kashmir problem from inside Kashmir only.
Yeah.
Now we try to force Pakistan this way to dismantle the terror camps that side. Otherwise, we do it.
I want to get a response to this because I think General Dua has been very clear that every time now there is a major terror attack, there will be a military response.
What Praveen said is obviously welcome. We must build up our capacities and we must be ready in order. But applying all other pressures, like we've all spoken, the next way forward will be diplomatic, financial, all that. But the last thing I would like to say, Nitin actually mentioned that we need to create some leverages. One big leverage I see is an upper riparian state. We could think of river waters. Now, the larger thing I want to make is that, okay, 3 rivers are supposed to send water to them. 3 we are supposed to use. Even that we are not utilizing fully. The moment we start doing that, the farmer in Punjab, that on the other side, is going to, cry. And the last one sentence, Barkha. If in the other rivers as well, we try to make smaller dams for our hydroelectricity, which is allowed, that will create some leverage that, okay, we can turn this off in case you do not listen to us. Okay. That's the leverage we can create in the long run.
Just last